Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine?
It just breaks up my nasal congestion so that I can finally breathe.
It effervesces. It clears my stuffed up head.
It just works. It breaks up my cold. There's nothing else like it.
What they're saying is only Alka-Seltzer Plus has the power of effervescence. It rushes medicine to break up your worst cold symptoms so you feel better fast. Nothing breaks up your cold better than Alka-Seltzer Plus.
It just works.
So much for little green man.
The X-Files movie on video with never-before-seen footage. Now you can look closer to find the truth. Buy the hit X-Files movie on video today.
Stop ignoring me! Those engineers put me here because you need jet dry in your cycle. Give me some jet dry. Let me fight that residue in film. Yay! Look at that! Brilliant!
Jet Dry.
Mwah.
Your dishwasher was designed for it.
When you put bath tissue on your list, you want a tissue that's comfortable. So just remember 3 words of comfort. Soft. Kleenex Cottonelle Ultra Soft is even softer than the leading premium brand. Thick. It's thicker than the leading brand, too, with more cottony soft tissue in every sheet. And finally, Kleenex, a word you've been comfortable with all your life. Kleenex Cottonelle Ultra Soft has 3 words of comfort for your family. Soft, thick, Kleenex. Kleenex Cottonelle Ultra Soft.
So that's a good question.
Well, it's just, some people say that we're born with these instincts, you know, these natural instincts, no matter what we've been through.
Maybe we are. I mean, I really don't know. But I definitely think that a baby can tell the person who's holding them loves them more than anything else in the world. And that person doesn't have to be the baby's biological mother.
Really?
Sure. Sure. And I also believe that a baby bonds with anyone who takes care of it and loves it. Adoptive parents, foster parents, doesn't matter as long as there's love.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, babies, they need so much, you know, and I guess they'll take whatever they can get from whoever's giving it.
Yeah, you could put it that way. Sure. Sure.
Yeah, but what about the mother?
What do you mean?
From the way that Sophia described it, Lila loved that baby from the minute she held it, you know? And, I mean, the baby's only a few days old. It's not like it's got a personality or anything.
It does to its mother. Thanks.
Is that how it was for you?
For me?
Yeah, you know, with Dante. I mean, did you love him like crazy from the first time you held him?
Yes. Yes, I sure did. What are you trying to find out?
Nothing you can answer. Nothing really anybody can answer.
Try me.
I don't like thinking about this. And I don't even know why I'm talking about it, really, but if a mother feels that way about a baby...
You're thinking about your mother.
Hey, I'm not getting off on some kind of self-pity trip here, like, you know, how could she give me up or anything? I mean, you know, I'm sure she had her reasons, but if you could love something that much and then give it up, it must hurt so bad. Maybe it didn't hurt her at all, you know, maybe she just wasn't the bonding type.
It's getting late, and you know, the sitter's gonna kill me. I'm sorry.
No, it's no problem.
You know what? We're gonna be at the restaurant together tomorrow, so why don't we talk then, okay?
Sure. Well,
sorry.
Yeah. No. Whatever.
Does Paulina have the christening gown, or... Wait a second, I was the last one to use the christening gown for the twins.
I think I know where it is.
Do you?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. I didn't even think of a christening gown.
Well, you don't have to. You're going to use ours. She's going to wear ours. The one that's been on Amanda and Matthew and even me.
It must be very special.
It is very special. My mother made it. And you don't have anything to worry about. Nobody's going to leave you alone all night. All right? You get some rest.
Thank you. Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome. Good night.
You must never tell anyone what is about to happen.
Never.
You must keep it our secret.
Never.
You know that promise you made to Lila, that you would marry her if your baby was returned to you unharmed? She's not gonna let you forget that, you know.
Stay out of my personal life.
Nat.
Look, if you want to mess with somebody, mess with Zach Wilder.
Sophia, what are you doing here?
Oh, I was, in the neighborhood. All right. After you ran out of my place, I followed you.
You shouldn't have. I'm okay.
Oh. Oh, I know you're okay. I'm not worried about that.
Then why are you here?
Because the man who saved Jasmine and saved the day should be more than okay. Way more. You did an incredible thing tonight.
You don't have to do this, Sophia.
Oh, yes, I do, because all I ever do is complain to you when things are going bad. And I just wish I could make you feel how happy I am right now and how sure I am that everything's gonna be okay. Not just okay, perfect.
But what about Sophia? How can we justify what we're gonna do to her?
One for you. Two for me. I love my goldfish. And my mom says that's okay.
Pepperidge Farm goldfish crackers, baked with no artificial preservatives and cheesy, not sugary like sweet snacks.
Goldfish!
I got a nibble.
We love the fishes because they're so delicious. Gone fishing.
It's one snack that's okay to get hooked on.
Gone fishing.
It's the moisturizer of the future.
L'Oreal Advanced Future E with 100% pure vitamin E and SPF 15.
It protects my skin.
Skin looks smoother in 1 day, healthier in 1 week. L'Oreal Future E.
Your skin's future, take control.
Live to shop, love to save. Use your Sears card Thursday through Saturday and you'll save 10% off everything you buy, even sale prices. You gotta love that.
The one card for the many sides of Sears.
Here comes Elmo's Radio Control Railroad. So easy and fun for even the littlest engineer. Press the button and the train starts chugging. Press it again to go in reverse. Gotta load up the cargo and deliver it to the snack stand.
I did it!
It's a real radio control train with real train sounds too.
You're a great engineer.
Elmo's Radio Control Railroad. Start your kids off on the right track with Tyco.
Saturday on Today, John Glenn returns to Earth. We'll have a preview, plus what every woman needs to know about buying a car. That's Saturday on Today.
3 years ago, Detective Logan made one mistake, and he was exiled.
You slugged a politician.
He's got one chance to come back.
What happened to you?
But he'll have to bring down an old friend to do it.
The investigating cops now, Mike.
Chris Noth is reunited with the cast of Law & Order.
You ever hear of loyalty?
Exiled, a Law & Order movie. NBC Sunday.
Dateline tonight at 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Hey, girls. Man, I am thirsty. I can use a pour, baby. Oh, pretty, please. Come on now. You're in there. Come on, son. Hey, see.
No self-control.
Hey, Mama now, Dr. Pepper. I don't want nothing else. Let's go, Dr. Pepper.
customer's choice, now's the time to come in and see why we're the best choice in rent-to-own. We want you, and to prove it, we're offering 3 months free when you pay the first month's rent. Rent-to-own furniture, appliances, quality name-brand electronics. Choose anything in the store. Pay the first month's rent, then we'll take 3 months off the term. Pay 1 month, get 3 free. Try us. You'll like us. Visit our store at 38th and Cash Road in Lawton.
The best choice is customer's choice.
KFDX Tuesday, a News Center 3 special reports.
It's been just over a year since a local industry was fined for allowing unsafe emissions into the air that you breathe. This is Doug Bilyeu. Our cameras went inside Vetrotech CertainPeed. For the first time, see what actually happens at the heart of this operation and find out if they have cleaned up their act.
Safety Certainteed, Tuesday at 6 during News Center 3 Evening Edition.
Warehouse Carpet saves you money. Warehouse Carpet, you're going to love us.
Hi, everybody. I'm Maureen O'Boyle, and this is Extra.
It was a habit she couldn't break for 15 years. Then Courtney Cox found the Russian healer. Only Extra can show you the amazing way Courtney kicked and how we helped her do it. The video is shocking. A son hides a camera in his living room, and this is what he sees. His own mother shooting up. You won't believe what happens next.
Hey, don't touch me. Get out of my stuff. Don't push me.
It's Extra Undercover. Chuck Whitlock says he's got some hot merchandise. Now, see how fast he can pawn it.
$15. 15? That's not that one.
See where some thieves may go to sell your stolen stuff. Plus, the wildest. The sexiest.
Perfect. I love the eyebrows up like that.
And the hottest.
Extra, extra.
We've got the inside scoop on the party that brought out the biggest names in showbiz.
Thanks for joining us. Courtney Cox's big announcement was her engagement to David Arquette, but now we're learning just one day before he popped the question, Courtney did something else that would change her life. And we've just found out that Extra had something to do with it. Here's Suzanne Rico.
They were her best friends for a long time, and Courtney Cox never left the house without them. We're talking about cigarettes, 2 packs a day for 15 years. Her habit was so bad, she even convinced Scream 2 director Wes Craven to script a scene that allowed her character to light up.
When she starts smoking, ever since those nude pictures on the internet.
Well, I don't know what it is, but I have not smoked since.
On Wednesday's Tonight Show, Courtney told Jay Leno how she and fiancé David Arquette have finally kicked the habit.
He's Russian.
Yeah.
Okay.
He speaks English, though. But then you come out, and one person at a time goes in the room, and he literally goes like this.
And it's Extra who indirectly hooked Courtney up with a man called the Mad Russian, self-help guru Yefim Shubensov. Just 1 year ago, Extra put Yefim's magic, called bioenergetics, to the test on a woman named Amy Cohen, a friend of the Friends superstar. A smoke-free Amy then gave a skeptical Courtney a tape of the Extra segment, and on September 23rd, Yefim says Courtney and David paid him a visit and $65.
Done.
With that trademark poof sound and the wild waving of his hands, Yefim apparently cured Courtney's tobacco craving. He says he can also cure bulimia and ground a person's fear of flying.
I remove desire. I can erase in your mind whatever you want.
Courtney told Jay quitting's been a struggle, but she's been a non-smoker for 6 weeks. It may sound like quackery, but top doctors at Harvard University confirm it works. And so does Billy Joel. The Piano Man credits Yefim with helping him give up his 27-year habit. Hopefully, Courtney will also be able to kick the habit for good.
Well, not everyone in Hollywood is a believer. Extras learned ER star Noah Wiley tried the Mad Russian's treatment, and it didn't work. George Clooney gets a lesson from his girlfriend, and Kevin Costner goes where the action is. That's just some of today's Extra Extra with Rick Schwartz.
Extra, extra.
French lessons. Do you recognize this fresh face?
Hi, Extra. I'm Céline Baritron.
Oh, we remember you. Celine's the French school teacher turned model who stole ER doc George Clooney's heart. The elusive Balatron gave Extra a rare interview at the Francois Girbeau show during New York's Fashion Week.
It's like Paris. Really? Yeah, it's a big city.
25-year-old Balatron tells us she's giving George a taste of her romantic homeland. tutoring him in French, the language of love.
I'm a great teacher.
Star power. Kevin Costner, Elle McPherson, Muhammad Ali, Denzel Washington, Mariah Carey, Christy Brinkley, Penny Marshall, Fergie, Michael Bolton, Chris Rock, Martha Stewart, Marla Maples, Lauren Hutton, and Queen Latifah. Whew, we're out of breath. This bull market of stars stampeded down Wall Street Wednesday night, all for a guy named Puffy?
Only Puffy can close down the streets of New York City to throw a party.
Law & Order's Angie Harmon joined this mob scene celebrating the 29th birthday of hip-hop king Sean Puffy Combs.
It's crazy over there.
Crazy, yes, but Kevin Costner told today's Jill Rappaport why he was there.
We just want to increase our social circle, I guess.
New York Magazine's Nancy Jo Sales tells Extra Extra why the biggest names in pop culture want to hang with the music entrepreneur.
He's the epicenter of cool and fun and funk and fashion. He's like Berry Gordy, Mick Jagger, and Richie Rich all wrapped into one.
Is this love? Look who Extra Extra found hand in hand at the world premiere of Meet Joe Black. Supermodel Naomi Campbell and good fella Joe Pesci. Some may call them the odd couple, but Extra Extras learned the desperately different duo bonded on the set of Pesci's new music video, Wise Guy.
Two supermodels, one on each arm. One chick's brunette, the other was blonde.
And while the picture may seem intimate, Extra Extras learned from each of their spokespersons that they're just good friends. You wanted more? You just got
Extra, extra.
Every 7 seconds, someone's home is robbed. But where do burglars get rid of all that stolen property? Well, police tell us the answer is often pawn shops. Chuck Whitlock went undercover to find out just how easy it is for crooks to unload your possessions.
What are you looking for the watch?
We put pawn and second-hand brokers to the test to see if they would buy hot merchandise. We took our investigation to both Las Vegas and New York City. Combined, these two cities have more than 100 licensed brokers. The laws in both states say dealers must ask for a picture ID before buying or pawning anything. And it is illegal for pawn shops to purchase any property that they know is stolen or hot. My story, I've got a stolen video camera and designer watch, each worth more than $2,000. Identification? Get this. We even made a fake prison ID card. It started out as a tough sell.
I'll take whatever you got. I'm sure it's stolen.
I can't take it in, sir. I won't take it in trade. I won't buy it. I won't sell it. I want nothing to do with it.
It looks like the pawn business is pretty clean. But then I stopped by Golden Art of Las Vegas, a different kind of operation. You buy jewelry and cameras? He's not interested in the camera, but the watch caught his eye. So I dropped the line.
This guy gave it to me in Arizona. Owes me some money. Yeah. The guy's the biggest thief in the world. I'm sure it's hot.
15 bucks.
15?
That's top dollar.
A lousy $15 for a $2,000 designer watch. And what about showing my ID and writing up a receipt?
Yeah, that you wouldn't have to worry about writing down. It's just
Next stop, Paramount Pawnbrokers of New York City. This clerk really likes the watch. I waste no time and tell him I bought it from a thief.
He said this is hot, so I'll give it to you really cheap.
He's ready for the watch, but does turn down the camera, not without lending me some fast advice on the rules of ownership.
Tag was on this? This was the tag that was on? Exactly the way he handled it. Get rid of this tag real quick if I were you.
$35 later, the deal is completed. He even accepts my prison ID card. On to Canal Buyers, where finally I find someone to take both the watch and camera. Again, I drop the line.
He said it's real cheap because it's hot.
And he gets right down to business. We settle on $45 for more than $4,000 in property. Imagine if these were your valuables. He does write down the transaction, but although required to by law, he chooses not to give me a receipt. We bring the tapes from our investigation to former NYPD detective and security expert Stephen Davis. He confirms that all three shops broke the law, and he's not surprised.
We've had investigations where these operations, in fact, were organized fences that not only took stolen property from people as they wandered off the street, but in fact had their own cadre of people that went out and stole the property. And they sort of laundered it, if you will, through a pawn shop.
Now it's time to let these brokers know they bought more than hot merchandise. With camera crew in tow, I return to Golden Art to give Renier back his 15 bucks.
Renier? Yeah. Actually, I want to give you this money back. Yeah. because...
No picture taken in here.
Well, wait, can I get my watch, please?
He doesn't seem to recall that I said the watch was hot.
If I would know that you say I stolen the watch, I wouldn't bought it. For a piece
We
of
have a hidden camera. You want me to play it back?
Tongue-tied, Rainier gets physical.
You didn't say anything. In a $15 watch. Get
hey, don't touch me.
Get out of my store.
Don't push me.
Out.
On to Paramount Pawnbrokers, where this clerk also suffers from sudden memory loss.
I didn't realize you said stolen or hot.
I show him my receipt and prison ID card, and even remind him of the ID tag on the camera. He still refuses to take any responsibility. Finally, we stop by my biggest client, Canal Buyers, who actually admit that I said the goods were hot, but they didn't realize I meant stolen.
What are you talking about stolen?
I'm saying 3 times.
You didn't mention the word stolen. You said hot, my friend.
Hot is not stolen?
I don't know. I don't know what's such a thing.
What do you think hot means?
I don't know hot. Hot can be cold. I don't know such a word, hot.
And what about the receipt he refused to give me earlier?
Receipt?
Yes.
What receipt? My receipt.
License.
I have the book license. Get go call the cops. Go.
These people are risking their licenses and possibly criminal charges, and it's ludicrous.
Well, experts recommend that you keep a record of all the serial numbers of your expensive belongings and take photographs for insurance purposes.
Fights on freeways, holdups, high-speed chases, crash tests. Next, the wildest police videos. Watch closely. A hidden camera catches a mother shooting up heroin. But here's the catch. Her son set up the whole thing.
You know, there will be some people who will say, how could you tape your own mom?
Hear his unbelievable answer next.
Gone with the Wind, winner of 10 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Kiss me once. Loved by millions the world over. Gone with the Wind, the greatest film of all time, now for sale on video at its lowest price ever.
I should have used Preparation H.
If you had, you wouldn't be suffering now. Preparation H helps stop itch and further irritation with a soothing layer of protection.
I should have used Preparation H.
Stops itch, stops irritation.
Coming up, he's People Magazine's sexiest model, so why doesn't anybody recognize him? Plus Stephanie, Heidi, and Tyra with Victoria's newest secret.
Hello, Texoma. As you're well aware, everyone is advertising special finance. But when you get to the dealership, are you tired of hearing, bankruptcy, repo, can't help you? No cash, and you owe too much on your trade? Adios. We were the first in special finance, and we continue to lead the industry. Buying a car should be a yes experience. Here at Parnell, we don't know how to say no. Hey, Ron, could you triple my salary? Dan, you're fired. Remember, at Parnell, we don't make the profits others do. We don't have to.
Hey, Mr. Internet Wonder Boy.
What?
Over here. Over here. You think you got it all, don't you? Well, but there's this tiny little voice inside saying there's got to be something new, something that makes you want to stand up and say, yeah, baby, this is what I need. Yeah. Here it is. New Pepsi One. Massive cola taste, only 1 calorie. It's got it all. And you know what it's saying to you, don't you? No. Put down your mouse and curl up with me, baby, because I'm all you ever need. I want that. You want that. I want that. He wants that. Now you got it all, baby.
New Pepsi One.
Celebrate your family, friends, and your home with the perfect holiday gifts and decorations from Department 56. Our 3 new handcrafted gift sets make a lovely gift for a dear friend, a wonderful tradition for a young one, a terrific treat for yourself. Wonderful to receive, even more wonderful to give. Department 56 exclusive gift sets, available at $65 for a limited time only.
Available now at Plum Thicket in Sauk Center and Just Christmas in French Village.
Police officers will tell you that in their line of work, they've seen it all. Now they've got the tape to prove it. Here's David Jackson with Extra's video of the day.
They follow in helicopters, in speeding cars, and on foot. Police officers on a dangerous crusade for justice. In the age-old game of cops and robbers, criminals refuse to give up until they run out of real estate or something even more precious.
It looks like they're out of gas. Can you believe it?
This situation ended peacefully, but these days, that's not always the case.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
The Fox television special World's Wildest Police Videos is a lineup of dramatic crashes, high-speed pursuits, and sudden shootouts. And this incredible look behind the scenes as law enforcement destroys its own vehicles in violent crash tests. This drunk driver flees from a state trooper, but he wasn't free for long. Watch as he's cut off by none other than a passing pizza man. Talk about a hot delivery.
Little pizza man's gonna get a commendation.
When criminals do get caught, most have themselves to blame. And this man is a perfect example. Homer was drunk and disorderly. And if you don't believe it, check out his escape plan. Proof once again, it's always easier to get into trouble than to get out of it.
You can see more of the world's wildest police videos Thursday night at 8 on the Fox network. You could call it the ultimate betrayal, a son turning on his mother and turning her in to police. But J.C. Cummings says it was the only way he could save his family. Extras Gina Silva with the story of J.C.'s unconventional courage.
It's a dark moment captured by a hidden camera. A drug addict cooking up heroin and then shooting it into her arm. What makes it worse? This addict is a mother, using in her own living room, and her son is the one recording it.
I was mainly just hoping that maybe this would help her, force her to see what was happening and what she was doing.
19-year-old J.C. Cummings says taping his mother's actions was a last resort, a painful decision he made for the sake of his family. Ora Johansson had struggled with heroin addiction for more than 15 years, since J.C. and his younger sister Catherine were just babies. The children's father, who was much older than Ora, tried to get her into therapy, but it never worked, and her addiction cast a shadow over J.C.'s childhood, living in this trailer in Fort Bragg, California.
What was it like for you growing up with your mom?
I can remember one time she actually passed out in a bowl of soup right up at the counter there. And I can't remember all of it because I was pretty young, but I can remember a fight occurring right after that because she was so high she couldn't even stay awake.
J.C. says her drug habit and her denials got so bad, his dad moved out in frustration. He later died, and J.C. says he began to worry about his teenage sister. He claims she was being exposed to marijuana by his mother.
Just whenever she wanted, she'd go ask my mother for it.
And your mom would say yes?
Yeah. And I actually questioned her about it before, and she told me, well, if you wanted it, I'd give it to you too.
But J.C.'s mom doesn't remember it that way. She swears she kept her habit under control and never offered drugs to her kids.
I believe that I was a good mother. I've been a good mother.
J.C. decided the only way to get Ora to confront her problem was to show her how bad it was.
J.C. used a camera exactly like this one. He figured out a way to put it inside the wall. Then he put an outlet cover over it. And as simple as that, he began taping his mother.
A few days later, this is what he saw.
She does have a needle in her arm.
It's right there. No denying it.
When you saw this tape, what did you think?
Somewhat shocked, somewhat relieved, and not totally knowing what I needed to do at that point.
But then something unexpected happened that forced his hand. His mother found the video camera.
My first reaction was anger and hurt, betrayed.
She quickly burned all the drugs, but after an angry confrontation with J.C., he gave the videotape to the police. They came and arrested Ora, and the case was plastered all over the local papers.
I said, J.C., I said, they're talking about putting me in prison for 8 or 9 years. I said, honey, that's 8 or 9 years of my life.
You know, there will be some people who will say, how could you tape your own mom?
Well, I suppose if they ever got in the situation I was in where I had nothing left to do, that would tell them how.
Luckily for Ora, the case against her collapsed. Since she had destroyed the drugs, there was no physical evidence. Prosecutors said there was no way for them to determine what was inside of the syringe she is seen injecting in that videotape, so the charges were dismissed.
But the time Ora spent in jail did have a profound effect. Suffering through withdrawal alone in a cell, she says she finally got off drugs.
Do you honestly believe that you will stay off drugs? Have you made that promise to JC?
I've made that promise to myself.
But JC just isn't ready to believe her. 2 years later, he works in a local store, lives alone, and plans to go to college. He rarely sees his sister or his mom. He says they never really forgave him for what he did. And though he can't know for sure, he doubts his mother has changed her ways.
Do you regret taping your mother?
No, I don't regret it. Even if it doesn't help her, hopefully it'll help my sister or somebody. I'm still hopeful something good will come out of it.
Well, JC's mom never admitted to police that she was taking drugs on that tape, but she did admit it to us, hoping her story would offer hope to other addicts.
I believe I'm the sexiest model alive. Well, according to People magazine, I am.
Chiseled body, perfect hair, and $1 million smile. But Mark Vanderloo is missing one thing. Will he find it on the streets of New York?
What do you think is sexy in a man?
You need a computer but don't have the cash. Call ADT now to get your new computer for as little as $69 per month. That's right, only $69 per month. Slow pay, charge-offs, and bankruptcies are no problem. Don't let your bad credit stop you. You need a computer now, for work, for school, for your kids. You can't be turned down if you meet minimum requirements. Call now for free information on how you can afford a state-of-the-art Intel-powered computer from ADT. This special includes a 300 megahertz Pentium 2 state-of-the-art computer powered by Intel with full MMX technology. Or choose ADT's Pentium 233 with color printer and scanner. Pentium laptops are available as well. Make the call now. You need a computer and ADT can give it to you. Good credit or bad credit, guaranteed. Call ADT now at 1-800-699-8264. That's 1-800-699-8264, extension 222.
It's magic, Christmas magic, returning to the fabulous Impact Exhibit Hall November 6th through the 8th. It's the best shopping experience. Merchants from across the nation bring new and unique items to start your holiday season off just right. Christmas Magic 98, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday, 9 to 7 Saturday, and noon to 5 Sunday. Market tickets only $4 a day. Call the Junior League office for more information. Brought to you in part by United Market Street.
This holiday, smile. Your pet deserves the best. A portrait from Lextron Animal Health. It's a tradition. Next weekend only at Lextron Animal Health, 1506 Southwest Parkway.
It's not for dress. It's for work. This is the finest work coat made. It's Pella, and it's available at the cow lot.
When you think about planning your financial future, think Waddell & Reed, with offices in Lawton and Wichita Falls. Waddell & Reed, helping people make the most of their financial future.
You're watching News Center 3. This is a 24-hour news update.
Good afternoon, everyone. If you don't mind the chill in the air, you might want to get out this evening and enjoy a little playoff action between two local football teams. Old High and Ryder will face off tonight at Memorial Stadium to see who's going to the playoffs. Hershey beat out Burt Burnett last night, so they'll be watching this game closely to see who they'll have to play in the first round of the Class 4A playoffs. Of course, we'll have the latest for you in sports and more at 6 on the evening edition.
In case you haven't heard, People magazine has named Harrison Ford the sexiest man alive. I've been saying that for years, but how does Harrison explain his appeal? Well, Phil Schumann has that story.
His craggy good looks, his lopsided smile, his shy manner. It's no wonder People magazine's editors think Harrison Ford just oozes sex appeal. But this is what this humble hero told Dateline NBC about this new honor.
Absurd.
Even so, the actor did submit to a People photo shoot and interview.
And I suppose people's impression of who I am is based on the films that they've seen me in. Because they sure don't see me at home.
And People's Tom Kneff says Ford's appeal is more than about sexiness, it's about charisma.
There's something about him, about his off-kilter looks that works, and women really respond to him.
While Ford is on People's cover, he's joined inside by a supporting cast of the sexiest men in their own fields. For magazine editor John Kennedy Jr., rock star Mark McGrath,
It's a fun thing. I'm along for the ride.
soap star Ingo Rodenmacher, explorer David Brashears,
I'm horrified by the thought.
and the sexiest model, Mark Vanderloo.
I'm very flattered, you know. I think it's a really nice thing.
After a photo shoot filled with smiles, with poses, the end result is pretty great, but Vanderloo can't get too serious about his own hype.
Can you believe I'm the sexiest man alive?
That seemed to echo when we took to the streets of Manhattan, where busy New Yorkers barely gave him the time of day.
Can I ask you some questions? Can I ask you a question?
It took a while, but eventually Mark met with success.
What do you think is sexy in a man?
Well, you are the perfect example.
I've been trying that for 2 hours standing here in the cold to get a reaction like that.
My goodness, that issue of People magazine will be on newsstands Friday. Now get ready for today's Extra Snapshot. Do you recognize this face? Here's a hint. What's age got to do with it? This woman started one of the most successful singing careers when she was just a teenager. We'll expose this Extra Snapshot next.
Live to shop, love to save. Use your Sears card Thursday through Saturday, and you'll save 10% off everything you buy, even sale prices. You gotta love that.
The one card for the many sides of Sears.
The Braun Thermoscan is the only thermometer that gives an accurate reading in just 1 second, without disturbing your child. The Braun Thermoscan, the first choice of pediatricians.
In this bag is everything you need to make incredibly delicious pasta. The basil, the parsley, and oregano. Introducing Swanson's seasoned chicken broth. Simply bring to a boil and put in your pasta. All the seasonings will simmer in. You don't add water and you don't add butter or oil. So there's no fat, just flavor by the plateful. For pasta or any dish you like, new Swanson's seasoned chicken broth in roasted garlic and Italian herbs, when all you want to add is flavor.
Extra Online brings you the latest news, fashion, health and beauty, medical breakthroughs, extraordinary people, and pop culture. Visit us on America.
Warning, the next Montel contains scenes that are so intense you may not believe your eyes.
Yikes! The Montel I know is going to love getting into this.
A mother and daughter are swept away by a flash flood. A pleasant day on the water goes terribly wrong when their boat bursts into flames. They're lucky to be alive after their car was swept over the falls. Now they'll get a chance to thank the hero who rescued them.
It was a pleasure, but don't do it again, okay?
Amazing events caught on tape on the next Montel.
Weekday afternoons at 3 on KFDX TV3.
Never felt like this until I kissed you, I kissed you, I kissed you, I kissed you. How did I exist until I kissed you, kissed you, kissed you? Never had you on my...
When you find the one that's unlike any other, that's when it's love. That's when it's Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, this is the taste. Dr. Pepper, this is the taste. I kissed you.
At Ron Roberts Ford, we say no. No payments in November, no payments in December, no payments till January. Finance any Pro-certified used car, truck, van, or sport utility vehicle and pay nothing in November, nothing in December, no payments till January. And it's happening at Ron Roberts Ford. And if you don't understand English, nada, nicked, yet, pay nothing till January. Now, who wants your business? Ron Roberts Ford, the driving force in Texoma.
So did you figure out the Extra Snapshot? What's age got to do with it? Growing up, they called her Anna Mae, but the world knows her as Tina Turner. Turner, who turns 59 this month, hasn't slowed down since leaving her hometown of Nutbush, Tennessee in the 1950s. After selling more than 50 million records, Turner still packs concert stadiums around the world. And that's today's Extra Snapshot. And she is still the best. Finally, behind the scenes of Victoria's new secret, the Dream Angel Bra. We'll see you next time.
Holidays are all about family. Holidays are all about home.
And Lack's Home for the Holiday sale has everything you need to make your home holiday perfect.
We are always there to help our customers find exactly what they want.
7-piece room packages start at just $9.99. Coordinated rooms to make your home look great.
There's probably nothing more personal than buying furniture.
And Lack's is always easy on your budget, with 90 days, same as cash.
If it's not right, we'll make it right.
Look for us in Wichita Falls and Duncan, Oklahoma.
We help you communicate so many ways. Miltel Communication.
Miltel, now at their new location, 3406 McNeil. Miltel features WebFire, the finest internet access providers in Texoma. Miltel also has a complete computer sales and service department, plus sales and service of business and home telephone systems.
We help you communicate so many ways. Miltel Communications.
KFDX News Center 3. Red Carpet Travel and Delta Airlines want your family home for the holidays. Great prices. Home for the holidays. Stop by any of the following locations today and get registered to win one of our great daily prizes. Watch every weekday to see if you win. If you do, call KFDX the next business day to claim your prize. Plus, every entry qualifies for the grand prize giveaway of 4 round-trip tickets to anywhere in the United States. Home for the holidays. Brought to you by Red Carpet Travel. It's Home for the Holidays. Only on KFDX News Center 3.
Warehouse Carpet saves you money. Warehouse Carpet, you're going to love us.
Today on Montel. Warning, the next Montel contains scenes that are so intense you may not believe your eyes.
Yikes! The Montel I know is going to love getting into this.
A mother and daughter are swept away by a flash flood. A pleasant day on the water goes terribly wrong when their boat bursts into flames. They're lucky to be alive after their car was swept over the falls. Now they'll get a chance to thank the hero who rescued them.
It was a plagiarism, but don't do it again, okay?
Amazing events caught on tape. Don't go away. That's coming up right now on Montel.
For joining us today. You know, today we're going to see some amazing events caught on tape. Let's take a look at some of the videos that you're going to see coming up in the next hour.
Must be blowing 100 and 120 miles an hour.
Well, with the advent of the video camera, now things take place, and most people think, well, no one will ever know that that happened to me, but now there are video cameras everywhere. You could be walking in the park, something could go down, and you could be caught on tape, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Our first story comes from Las Vegas, Nevada, and as you know, Las Vegas is in the middle of a desert, and it's the last place that you would expect to find a flood. But last month, take a look at what happened.
Not far from the Vegas Strip, these two women find themselves in deep danger. This is no royal flush. This is a flash flood. Water is filling up the car, but the dangerous water won't let them wait any longer. It's rising over the wheels, inching up the door, threatening to sweep the car and the women away. So these two deputies fly into action. With the water raging all around them, Gary talks the passenger into climbing out of the car. Then he leads her to the chopper and pushes her aboard. They fly her to safety and return for the driver. Now, Gary helps the second woman onto the hood, and she puts his leg in a real death grip. But he gets her into the chopper. Now it's time to take off again. The rescue works.
Well, joining us now via satellite is the mother and daughter you just saw stranded in the middle of that flood. Please welcome Janet and her daughter, Rosie, to the show.
Now, ladies, can you hear me? Janet, Regine, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Montel.
So do me a favor. Tell us why you aren't here right now in New York.
I'm afraid to fly.
You're afraid of... You got yanked out of a raging river by a helicopter and you're afraid to fly?
I don't even remember the ride.
Really? Well, we all saw the ride. Take us back for a second. You were in the process of moving. Is that right, Regine?
That's correct.
And this is a road that you've traveled across how many times?
Hundreds.
Hundreds. So now you're driving down the road and you look up ahead of you and you see a little bit of water, right?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you stop on this side of the water?
Well, there were a couple cars ahead of me, and they went through, no problem, so I followed along.
And you thought you'd make it, right?
No problem.
Wait, how many people in this audience have done the same thing? You know, you're looking, you're riding down this rainstorm, and you look up, you see a little puddle, you see all these other cars going, you think you can make it too, right? So you pulled into the water, and what happened, Regine?
Okay, well, I went through, and all of a sudden, I think I panicked. I can't remember exactly, but I think I took my foot off the gas, and it stalled it.
The helicopter landed on top of the car first, correct? And the guy said, we're going to send another helicopter in to help you, and then they realized they couldn't do that. But they said, we have to take one of you out at a time, right?
Right.
So, wait, did you flip coins? Did you say the daughter goes first? Mama, you had a long life, let me go? I mean, how did you make up your mind who got to go first?
Gary, the officer, told us who was going to go first.
And who did he say?
Mom. He picked her first. I don't know why. I think it was easier to pull it out from the passenger side, but at that point I got frantic because I thought with that weight gone, I'm history. You know? I thought, my car's going to be in the ditch now. Sorry, Mom.
Hey, Mom? Hey,
Yeah.
Mom?
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, make sure she buys you some flowers.
She did.
That
She
weight
did.
gone, you thought you were history. So they take Mom up in a chopper. You're sitting there. And, Regine, you said to us that first there was this water at your ankles, and then there was mud at your knees, and then you were sitting there as if you had an accident. So then what was next? When they took you out of that car, how high was the water on your body?
To my waist.
To your waist.
Yes.
And when he came back the next time, each time, I should tell our audience, the helicopter landed on top of your car. Is that right?
Yes, 3 times.
Were you worried that, okay, they got Mom out, but maybe now that Mom's in the helicopter, now that, like you said, the weight, the helicopter's going to be too heavy, and now when they land it, it'll crash the roof in on me.
No, actually, he landed on the hood, so I was thinking, good. He's like the cement block holding my car down.
Gotcha. And
So
then
that's what I was thinking.
we're watching you get in. Well, we are so happy that you survived this. Have you sent these rescue guys a thank you?
We saw them in person, and they got a personal hug from us.
There
And
you
a
go.
kiss.
That's what they deserve. We're happy
Yeah.
that you made it through that.
I'm very thankful.
Thank you very much, ladies. Now, look, our next video takes place in Hawaii, where a 34-year-old man almost lost his life after a fishing boat. Well, you take a look and see what happened.
Everything seems fine as the Golden Eagle leaves Honolulu port for deep water. But beneath the deck, trouble is brewing. Tom's camera continues to catch the fun on board until the crew realizes the engines are on fire. As smoke pours out the boat's hatch, Captain Gary Hicks radios for help. The crew launches lifeboats over the side, and that could only mean one thing: abandoned ship. Amazingly, it takes only 20 minutes for help to arrive in a big way. Both a Navy ship and a Coast Guard chopper rush to the scene. Frogmen from the USS Chancellorville find the survivors in good spirits.
You guys all right? Yeah, we're good. Hey, why don't you all relax? Take the second round. We got the front round. Man, you all right? Nobody hurt? No, all fine. All right, good to go.
But a video camera in the Coast Guard chopper catches a heartbreaking sight. A captain has to leave his ship.
I can tell you that video is courtesy of Real TV, and that boat ended up sinking in 400 feet of water. Please welcome one of the survivors of that fire, Tom, to the show. How you doing, Tom? Good. Have a seat. Hey, look, I know you were out on a fishing trip trying to have fun with your friends. You got the video camera going, you're doing that, but all of a sudden the captain says, we're putting lifeboats in the water. Time to save your butt. You kept the video camera going.
Yeah, there was not much to do, so I thought that would help me to occupy my time, get my mind off what was going.
When this first started, did you think this boat was going to sink?
Absolutely not.
You were just out trying to catch the big one.
That's right, and I just saw a little smoke, and I didn't think it was going to get that bad.
So let's get this straight. You didn't catch any fish that day?
My friend caught one fish.
No, you didn't catch any fish that day.
I didn't catch any.
But you caught a big fish with your video camera.
That's right.
All right, so now the captain stayed on board. He got all of you guys off the boat, and the captain stayed on board with that fire raging. Weren't you guys screaming at him, saying, yo, hey, you know, that's olden day stuff, okay?
Yeah, we called up to him a couple times. Hey, would you like to get off the boat now? But it was his livelihood, and I think he just wanted to hang on as long as he could before giving it up.
And he jumped at the last minute. We're glad you survived this. Did you thank those guys that came out there to rescue you?
Oh, absolutely.
Have you been fishing since?
No, I haven't at all, but I'll be...
You intend to go sometime soon?
Actually, I'm scuba diving next week, and it'll be my first time on a boat since the accident.
Scuba diving, you know you can't take a video camera down below the surface, that kind. You have to get a special bag for that.
Well, the fire will be on top, right?
Okay, good. All right. I got to take a break. When we come back, we're going to take you to the other side of the world and find out what happens when rain, and I'm talking real rain, hits Japan. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
The storm is moving in here.
People are running. This guy is soaking wet.
The winds are incredible.
Look at that umbrella. Oh, my word.
Why do people believe nothing works better than Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine?
It just breaks up my nasal congestion so that I can finally breathe.
It effervesces. It clears my stuffed up head.
What they're saying is only Alka-Seltzer Plus has the power of effervescence. It rushes medicine to break up your worst cold symptoms fast. Nothing breaks up your cold better than Alka-Seltzer Plus. And break up nighttime cold symptoms fast with Alka-Seltzer Plus nighttime cold medicine. Ingredients to help you sleep and no alcohol.
If I said you could get your hair back free, get up to 65% off major hotels, save as much as $180 on American Airlines, you'd probably think I was kidding. Well, guess what? I'm not kidding. Make the call to 1-800-HAIR-CLUB.
Hungry Jack biscuits now have the delicious taste of cinnamon and sugar in every flaky layer. These are really good.
Hungry Jack cinnamon and sugar biscuits. When I heard the news there was a non-prescription medicine, Excedrin migraine, proven to relieve migraine headache pain, did I believe it? No, not really. But after trying just about everything else, I figured, what the heck? So I tried Excedrin migraine. You know what? It relieves migraine pain. Do I expect you to believe it? No. Not until you try it.
Excedrin migraine, the only non-prescription medicine approved for migraine pain relief.
You need a computer but don't have the cash. Call ADT now to get your new computer for as little as $69 per month. That's right, only $69 per month. Slow pay, charge-offs, and bankruptcies are no problem. Don't let your bad credit stop you. You need a computer now, for work, for school, for your kids. You can't be turned down if you meet minimum requirements. Call now for free information on how you can afford a state-of-the-art Intel-powered computer from ADT. This special includes a 300 megahertz Pentium 2 state-of-the-art computer powered by Intel with full MMX technology. Or choose ADT's Pentium 233 with color printer and scanner. Pentium laptops are available as well. Make the call now. You need a computer, and ADT can give it to you. Good credit or bad credit, guaranteed. Call ADT now at 1-800-699-8264. That's 1-800-699-8264, extension 222.
Inflates the balloon with superheated air, while Mark's father-in-law covers the action with his home video camera.
He wanted to give the engines a final blast of hot air to get the balloon off the ground.
The blast of air backfires and ignites, sending flames shooting over the passengers.
Well, I can say that was a hot air balloon, a ride in Pennsylvania, and we're happy to report that everyone on board survived, and they're doing well. Please welcome Robin to the show. Well, Robin, a few years ago, you were in Japan and something unusual happened. Now, take a look at this first.
In the city of Kyushu, storm clouds start moving in, bringing rain and strong winds.
Things are snapping. Things aren't flying yet, though.
Juggler Rebel Bailey is on a bus, and his video camera
catches it all.
Pretty soon all the civil defense alarms will start going off.
It's a typhoon, and it's gonna get a lot worse.
God, what's gonna happen to us? Look at this.
As the storm gets more powerful, many drivers pull over to wait it out. But our bus driver decides to push on, hoping to outrun the weather.
Man, this is scary. This is really scary. Oh my God, this is incredible. The waves are washing over the road.
Down the road, the bus driver does stop to assess the risk. A huge wave at the wrong time could sweep the bus off the road and into the angry sea.
Here we go. He's going for it. My heart is racing. The wind must be blowing 100 and 120 miles an hour. Things are starting to fly now.
It's dangerous now, but it's about to get even more frightening. Looking at the tape again, in slow motion, you can see the house disintegrate as the furious winds attack it.
Unbelievable. I'm going out. Robin, what the devil was going on? What happened? What was going on?
Oh, that was the worst typhoon to hit Japan in 37 years.
And you happened to just be cruising along a road? You were walking in Japan, right?
There was a bunch of American performers performing at a theme park down there, and they made us go to work the day of the typhoon.
And this is knowing that a typhoon is coming?
Yeah, they have a different work ethic over there.
Obviously. Try to get a New Yorker to go to work in a blizzard, they're like, yeah, right, homie. I'll call you later. So you had to go to work, and then what is that?
We drove back to our hotel in the middle of the day, and that is the lobby of our hotel. And about 5 minutes after we got back in, that is a sort of a house shed that houses the office for the ferry right outside there.
And have you been back to Japan since?
I have not been back to Japan.
I don't think I'd go back either for a little while. Just to calm down. Well, my next two guests weren't caught in a typhoon, but I'm sure at one point that they thought they were. Please welcome Dan and his friend Eric to the show. Hey, guys. How are you? Oh, have a seat. So now, Dan, what happened?
All right. We went up to a pond to go fishing, and we crossed over this spillway, which is a river that flows over a road. And we crossed it. It was probably about 8 inches. My truck made it fine over. About 2 hours later, we come back, and we have to cross the river again to leave. It's the only way to leave. And so we contemplated it for a little while because it looked a little bit higher. So everyone was like, well, we got to get back, you know. So I was like, all right, let's do it.
And when you did it, I want you to tell us what's going on while we're watching this tape. Take a look at this. You went across that causeway, and the water caught the wheels of your truck.
Right, and threw us down.
Threw us down inside of this.
Right. And this is where we're getting rescued. And we sat on top of the car for about 2.5 hours until rescuers were able to get boats to us. And Eric got hypothermia. It was really cold. It was incredible.
And your other friend that was with you, what happened to him?
He separated his shoulder in the tumbling of the car.
Now, we just got to see the aftermath because there wasn't a video camera shooting them being washed off this causeway, but literally you got washed over. That van of yours tumbled how many times?
About 2 times.
And then it was pinned against a rock.
Right, but they didn't know that at the time. They thought it was going to, after we got off, they thought it was going to continue tumbling, or if the last person was on there.
And then who was the first person on the scene, and what did he do?
The first person, he ran up, he saw us actually go over, and he was yelling at us, and we couldn't really, you know, hear him, but he was like, just stay calm, everything, you know, and he went and got the police, and they ended up sending like 6 different units, like from different cities to save us.
And what, the fire chief was one of the first people who came, right? That was him?
Yeah.
That was the guy?
Yeah, well, he wasn't the guy who actually saw us, but he was the first rescuer.
And did you ever look him in the face and tell him thank you for saving your butt? Saving your life?
I was never able to because I got rushed off so quickly right after we were saved, and I've always wanted to.
You ended up with stitches in your arm, right?
Right.
When the van flipped over, you punched the window out.
Yeah, my head and my wrist went through it as we were flipping because I didn't have my seatbelt on. But so.
And your friend didn't have his seatbelt on,
Right.
and he's the one with the dislocated shoulder. And Eric, you had.
I had my seatbelt on.
Well, you know what? We thought it'd be nice, because sometimes these people, you know, we ride along, you see something go down, and you jump out and you go and do something, and then next thing you know, no one ever acknowledges it, and it's nice to tell people thank you. So, you know, please welcome Mr. Tom Wallace from the Farmersville Fire and Rescue Squad. Thank you, sir.
How you doing? How you doing? Good. How you doing, Dan? You all right? Thank you, Dan. You're all right. I'm glad to see you better shape now.
Chief, why don't you sit right here for a second, Chief? I should say, as you know, my dad's the chief of the fire department in Baltimore City, so I love to have these guys in these nice chief uniforms here on the show. Respect the chiefs. Chief, I think the guys want to say something to you on national television that they didn't get a chance to say to you, so go ahead, fellas.
I'd like to thank you for saving our lives.
It was a pleasure, but don't do it again, okay?
How's that? We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
As spectacular as this crash was, some say it pales in comparison to what happens next.
The racetrack camera gives you a ringside seat as members from both pit crews fill the track. The violence quickly peaks here as angry words escalate into a barrage of flying fists.
Want to take your taste for great fast food in a different direction?
You ought to drive into Sonic,
where you can add chili to just about anything, from chili cheeseburgers to chili cheese fries. Or right now, get our Coney and Tot special, an extra long cheese coney topped with chili and tangy cheddar cheese, plus a side of crispy tater tots for just $2.79. At Sonic, where the spice of life is right at your fingertips.
Hi, welcome to Sonic.
Drive in for a change this month and get our cheddar peppers for just 99 cents.
Next, Rosie. Buddy, Queen Latifah tells Rosie everything.
Why am I telling you all this?
Plus,
the best writers in America.
Kids jokes.
What's your favorite show?
And Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And don't tell Rosie you can beat her at bubble blowing.
You're doomed.
Babe Ford has a tough challenge.
Oh, you added the bazooka. Would you like to borrow my dog?
Next, Rosie.
Weekday afternoons at 4 on KFDX TV3.
It's magic, Christmas magic, returning to the fabulous Impact Exhibit Hall November 6th through the 8th. It's the best shopping experience. Merchants from across the nation bring new and unique items to start your holiday season off just right. Christmas Magic 98, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday, 9 to 7 Saturday, and noon to 5 Sunday. Market tickets only $4 a day. Call the Junior League office for more information. Brought to you in part by United Market Street.
Hi, Texoma. Fall value days are going on now here at Patterson Auto Center. Sale prices on 7 acres of cars, trucks, and vans, including a huge selection of Dodge and GMC trucks, like this 99 Dodge Quad Cab, the 4-door model, for only $19,555, and this 99 Dodge with the Texas-Oklahoma package for only $14,555. So call 1-800-722-8999. Patterson Auto Center at the Lock and Duncan Y.
We've been looking at some amazing events caught on tape today, and please welcome Frank to the show. Frank, stand up for us for a second, please. Frank owns a really unusual car. Now, stand for a second, Frank, because he owns a really unusual car. I just have to ask this question before we even show people what we're talking about when it says this unusual car. What made you want to buy this?
Ever since I was a little kid, I remember seeing them on the road and at the World's Fair in '64 and '65 in Queens, and they always had them there, and I always wanted to go for a ride in one, and I never did until I bought one.
And now, what are we talking about? Take a look at the car this man owns. Look at this. Frank, now wait, this car, how many of these cars exist in the world anymore?
I believe there's about 400 left out of about 3,500 that were originally built.
And it's a true amphibian. This is called what, an amphicar, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And now you suggested that you and I were going to go on a ride in this, right?
Right, that's right.
You notice I'm not in that car right now. It doesn't look that seaworthy. How do you keep it running? Do you have to buy extra parts and stuff for it? Or
yeah, oh yeah, but there's a supplier in California has all the parts, you know.
Within the next 6 months or so, you and I are going to take that car out on the road sometime. We're going to mess people's minds up, okay? We'll put something around the bottom so it doesn't look like an amphicar. We'll just go driving off the road, watch people freak out. And take a video. We'll have a real video of our own. Can we do that?
Sure.
Done deal, buddy. All right. Well, please welcome, you know, all day long we've been seeing some really nice video, and a lot of this video it comes to us courtesy of a show that I know a lot of you watch. It's called Real TV, and to help us talk about some more video that he's brought with us, please welcome the host of Real TV, Mr. John Daly, to the show. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Doing good. Thank you.
Great. I have a whole bunch of stuff I have to ask you. We have a lot of tape we have to look at, but I've got to ask you this question before we go further. You've been doing this job now for what, 4 years now?
Actually, going to our third year.
Going to your third year. You've got to love this. You get to see tape from all over the world. People send you stuff, and some of it doesn't even make it on the air, right?
Some of the stuff can't make it on air because it's a family show.
Is it okay? Now, you become like the stud muffin of video, man.
Well,
every time I introduce you now here in the show, women go nuts. Darn it.
That's nice of you to say. What's amazing is that there's just so many video cameras out there. And the amount of video that comes into our show, sometimes it's 300 tapes a day.
You got to be kidding me.
No, and about 40% of Real TV comes from home video.
Now, you have a little piece that we're going to show us today. It's about a rooftop battle or something?
Yeah, this is a robber who was caught by the cops, and he's trying to get away, and he's caught on a rooftop. And what's amazing about the video, what you'll see, is the split-second decisions that the cops have to make.
All right, let's take a look at this.
Police are looking for 2 men suspected of robbing a local butcher shop. The suspects have only been on the run for a few minutes, and their trail is hot. Suddenly, a cop spots one suspect on a rooftop. The suspect's hand is tucked in his pocket. He could be hiding a weapon. It's a tense standoff. Time's up. The suspect jumps and runs. Watch the action. Police give chase and take down the pump. He's later cuffed and taken into custody.
Now, wait, there's something that we missed on that tape, is there not?
There's 2 or 3 things in there, and we'll slow it down and take a look at it again, and you really understand what stress these cops are under when they have split-second decisions to make. They could be between life and death, not only for themselves, but maybe a suspect who doesn't deserve to get injured.
Gotcha. Let's take a look at this.
What's amazing here is that the suspect actually survives. He makes several mistakes that could have forced a more violent end. This is one. As the suspect runs, he turns toward police, then puts his left hand on his pocket. It looks like he's pulling out a weapon. Cops could have blown him away right here, but they use remarkable restraint and call the bluff. The suspect continues to run, but here we see he actually has a weapon in his hand, a knife. You can see the suspect attack one of the pursuing officers with the sharp blade. The cop is cut on his head and forearm, but the wounds are not life-threatening. While the knife attack happens, this officer fires 1 round from an automatic weapon. When we break down the action, frame by frame, you can see the bullet casing eject from the gun. The shot hits the ground, missing the suspect and the other officers. Most of the struggle is blocked from our view by a parked car, but the cameraman repositions. The officers wrestle with the suspect and set his knife on the ground.
Yeah, amazing. When you look at it and you analyze it, you realize, you know, how what these cops have to go through. This guy was he was convicted, and he's awaiting sentencing, and he's going to be gone a long time.
And he should be. I got to take a break. Excuse me. But before I take this break, I want everybody to take a look at this little bit of tape that you have about a midget car race and a car crash. And I should tell you that one of the gentlemen in this is here. He's never seen what happened to himself. Tell us about this before we go.
This is interesting. The midget car races have become very, very popular. You think these cars, oh, they're not that powerful? These are very, very powerful cars. And this race official, he found out.
Take a look at this.
They may be tiny, but these midget racing cars can pack a wallop, as everyone in this crowd is about to find out. It starts with an accident on the right side of your screen. A race official runs to help, but look out. He's down and hurt as another speeding car misses him by inches. Look at it again. The man stumbles on his way to assist the driver of the white car, directly into harm's way. The crowd is horrified, but this is one tough customer. He gets right back on his feet, even though he barely knows what hit him.
Hey, little brother, what you eating?
Condensed soup. You know, chicken and stars used to be my favorite, and then I learned to ride a two-wheeler. Come on, you're an adult now. There's a better tasting soup, Progresso chicken noodle, with all white meat chicken, bigger veggies, and seasonings with some real zip. See the difference?
Good stuff.
There's hope for you yet. Now let's talk about this shirt.
What?
Discover the better taste of Progresso.
Even under stress, Arid can help stop your worst-smelling sweat. Arid, powerful protection against your worst-smelling sweat.
Keep it going. Okay, that's enough.
Bayer can relieve joint inflammation and stiffness. Tylenol can't. And taken regularly, Bayer can help save your life. Ask your doctor. Bayer, powerful pain relief and so much more.
Get ready to taste life for the first time, people. Watch out now.
You want to taste life? Then take a big swig of this new Pepsi One. This one's got it all. The most awesome cola taste that's bigger than the Wild Blue Yonder. But only 1 calorie. You want to taste one? Yeah. You want one?
Yeah.
You want one? Let me get it. Go!
You got one for me?
Put your tray table up and prepare for takeoff, my man.
New Pepsi One.
This Saturday night will be very special as KFDX TV3 and KLUR FM present the Statler Brothers. The Statler Brothers with special guest Tara Lynn. Tickets are on sale now.
And the class of 57 has dreams.
Don't miss the Statler Brothers this Saturday night at Memorial Auditorium.
Growing up biracial without a father.
He's black, and I've never met him.
For these young women, painful questions went unanswered, and Dad existed only in a faded picture.
That's who I've always known as my father.
Until now, reuniting children with a parent of a different race on the next Montel.
Well, it's called midget car racing, and you just saw what happens or what can happen in one of those races. Please welcome the man that you saw go flying in here. Remember, he's never seen this himself. Welcome Vic Steele to the show. Hi, Vic. Vic, how you doing, sir? Good. Here, have a seat. No, first off, Vic, we've all looked at what happened to you. And we weren't laughing, but we were just looking, okay? What kind of injuries did you sustain?
Broke my wrist, my big toe was shattered, and big knob on the head.
But you're doing fine now, correct? That's you recovering. You're looking pretty rough, man. So, do you really want to see this?
Yep.
You think? You ready? Take a look at this.
They may be tiny, but these midget racing cars can pack a wallop. As everyone in this crowd is about to find out. It starts with an accident on the right side of your screen. A race official runs to help, but look out. He's down and hurt as another speeding car misses him by inches. Look at it again. The man stumbles on his way to assist the driver of the white car, directly into harm's way. The crowd is horrified, but this is one tough customer. He gets right back on his feet, even though he barely knows what hit him.
What do you think now? You don't ever want to see that tape again, do you?
Nah, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't that bad? When you got up right there, that's fine. You were motioning to somebody off the track. What were you trying to tell them? Don't come on?
Oh, I don't know. I was just trying to get out of the way.
Well,
I thought I was going to get it again.
Ouch. Well, this car right here almost finished the job. Watch this. Yikes! Oh, baby. So you don't do this anymore, do you?
Oh, my son still races. I don't go on a track.
You don't go anywhere on a track. That's good. Smart man. Well, I got to take a break. Well, I don't have to take a break. Let me do this. John, tell us a little bit, since we're on cars and racing, tell us about this stock car race that a brawl erupted at it, right?
Right, these two drivers, their cars tangle up during the race, and then afterwards, they tangle.
Okay, take a look at this.
They're blaming each other for the crash, and now they plan to settle it with a good old-fashioned brawl. Not even sheriff's deputies can restore order. Watch as a member of Roy's pit crew tries to take matters into his own hands. The violence quickly peaks here as angry words escalate into a barrage of flying fists. And this man becomes one of its casualties.
Ouch. Down for the count. Now, everybody was okay in the car.
Everybody was okay. You know what's real interesting is those two guys, the two race car drivers that were fighting, they're now the best of friends.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Geez, what about the guy who took the blow upside the head?
Yeah, he's doing okay as far as we know.
I have to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to see some really interesting animals up close and personal. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
The eyes poking through the surface conceal this crocodile's enormous size, but not its ferocity. Nile crocodiles are savage hunters, and when they get big, humans make a perfect meal.
Does your teen daughter have a bad reputation because of the way she dresses, and you want to give her a surprise makeover? If so, call us at 1-800-MONTEL-2. That's 1-800-MONTEL-2.
Here's everything you want in a home entertainment center from Customer's Choice. 27-inch stereo TV, 4-head hi-fi stereo VCR, 120-watt Dolby Prologic surround sound stereo, multi-disc CD player, and 5 speakers. Everything is only $39.99 a week. For affordable weekly payments with short 18-month terms, come to Customer's Choice. Visit our store at 38th and Cash Road in Lawton.
The best choice is Customer's Choice. We help you communicate so many ways. Miltel Communication.
Miltel, now at their new location, 3406 McNeil. Miltel features WebFire, the finest internet access providers in Texoma. Miltel also has a complete computer sales and service department, plus sales and service of business and home telephone systems.
We help you communicate so many ways. Miltel Communication.
The place to be for fun, fitness, and family enjoyment is the Gymnastics Sports Center. Gymnastics Sports Center has qualified instructors that provide leadership and promote fitness and self-esteem in every student. Gymnastics Sports Center is fun for the whole family. Classes are available for preschoolers aged 3 to 5, basic gymnastics for boys and girls aged 6 and up, new and exciting gymkhana for boys, and tumbling and trampoline classes. For more information, call Gymnastics Sports Center now at 696-FLIP.
KFDX News Center 3. Red Carpet Travel and Delta Airlines want your family home for the holidays. Great prices. Home for the holidays. Stop by any of the following locations today and get registered to win one of our great daily prizes. Watch every weekday to see if you win. If you do, call KFDX the next business day to claim your prize. Plus, every entry qualifies for the grand prize giveaway of 4 round-trip tickets to anywhere in the United States. Home for the holidays. Brought to you by Red Carpet Travel. It's Home for the Holidays. Only on KFDX News Center 3.
Promotional consideration provided by and paid for by the following.
From Jennifer Convertibles and Jennifer Leather, it's no interest, no payments, no down payment for 1 year at Jennifer Convertibles and Jennifer Leather.
Know what's inside Lean Pockets turkey, broccoli, and cheese? White meat turkey, broccoli, real cheddar, and still only 7 grams of fat.
What are you gonna pair?
Lean Pockets.
Out of the pages of the Guinness Book of World Records come the dainty little footsteps of the world's smallest dog. When the teeny-weeny Yorkshire Terrier was officially weighed and measured on his first birthday, he tipped the scales barely at 1 pound, 1 ounce. As we see today, at age 5, he still holds the record at 4 7/10 inches tall and 5 1/10 inches long.
What a cutie pie.
Yeah.
We're here with John Daly, the host of the hit television show Real TV. And I tell you, the show's been rocking. A lot of people love it. And I want you to just keep going, keep feeding us tape.
Keep bringing us out.
Just like this one that you have there. You have a tape that about a deer that got caught in a swimming pool?
Yeah, actually, you know how in the northern climates, a lot of people, when they have swimming pools, they'll put covers on it for the winter. You and I know that we're not supposed to be on the pools, but the poor animals don't. And this one animal gets stuck on the pool cover, and you got to see the effort, though, of the humans to save this frightened animal.
Take a look at this.
A young deer has fallen into a covered backyard pool and can't get out. The flailing fawn's hooves punch holes into the plastic cover. Suddenly, the deer disappears under the tarp and rescuers spring into action. They try to keep the cover off the fawn's head so she can breathe. But the deer panics and swims away from her would-be saviors. A deer specialist in a bathing suit tranquilizes the animal with a blowgun. After 5 minutes, the dart takes effect and the specialist is able to climb into the pool. Aside from being a little tired and very wet, the deer is okay.
You're not kidding. They need to be applauded for their hard effort. Now, you also brought us a story about a real live Crocodile Dundee in Australia. Is that right?
Actually, this is a documentary cameraman who decided, the burning question, I know you've asked this to yourself too, what's it like to be inside the mouth of a crocodile?
Okay, take a look at this.
Put it close to the dominant male, and this dominant male won't allow anybody into his territory, and he just attacked the camera.
The crocodile has the pole cam in its powerful jaws. You're looking down the throat of a killer, and this video is the only way you want to get that close.
I was a little bit slow in putting the camera out of the way, and it started to spin, and I was actually wrestling with the pole, trying to get it back from the crocodile.
When crocodiles bite, they roll over and over to shred their victims. They call this the death roll. If this video wasn't enough of a warning to stay away, take it from our 15-foot friend. They don't want company.
Now I know what it feels like, and that's all I need to know. And this is one, now you want to talk about something that's weird. I wake up every morning, I go to work to be a talk show host. You brought us a video of a woman who has a really strange job.
Yeah, this is an attraction in Thailand at a zoo, and for the most part, they have deadly scorpions on their skin. That's all they do. They just let the scorpions go all over their skin, and people pay to see this.
Let's take a look. We get it for free.
These are live scorpions. Dozens of the poisonous creatures are crawling all over these two women, and the ladies don't seem to mind a bit.
You know, I've eaten a lot of things for dinner. Yikes. Well, tell us about this horse we're about to see.
This is a very talented horse. I mean, this is a horse unlike any other. Puts Mr. Ed to shame.
Oh, we got to see this. Take a look at this.
Move over, Beethoven.
Easy. Easy.
This gal can jam with the best of them. But her talent doesn't stop at music.
Hey, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him.
As much as she loves the attention, this filly sometimes wishes the camera wasn't rolling.
And he got what he deserved. Well, as we take a break, take a look at this unusual happening at a zoo in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Take a look at this.
This orangutan is in labor. She seems to be struggling, so the father climbs up to help.
What am I doing?
Mother is exhausted and needs help, and this loving father is there to give it. He reaches in to help with the birth of his precious newborn. Out comes a baby girl.
Brand new baby. Still got them building code on.
Daddy holds up his newborn like any proud father would, and then gives her a loving kiss.
Does your teen daughter have a bad reputation because of the way she dresses, and you want to give her a surprise makeover? If so, call us at 1-800-MONTEL-2. That's 1-800-MONTEL-2.
Hello, it's me. Your skin? I don't usually do endorsements, but for new Vaseline Intensive Care Lotion, I'll make an exception. Vaseline's the only lotion with new skin protection complex. When I'm dry, it heals me. But here's what really excites me. Now Vaseline also protects me from the sun, cold, wind, even water. I feel marvelous. Hey, I'm the only skin you've got. Take care of me. Take Vaseline Intensive Care of me.
Hi. Hey. You quit smoking.
Did I? He didn't quit. He uses Targon mouthwash.
Your teeth look whiter.
Look how Targon removes tobacco tar from these tiles.
Your breath smells so fresh.
If you smoke, use Targon.
Playing hard or working hard, Centrum has your nutrition covered. With Centrum, you benefit from what science is discovering about how vitamins and minerals help maintain health and strengthen immunity. Centrum, always complete from A to Zinc.
Detective Mike Logan was a great cop, but 3 years ago, he made one mistake, and he was exiled.
You slugged a politician.
Sunday, he's got one chance to come back. What happened to you? But he's got to bring down an old friend to do it.
You ever hear of loyalty?
You investigating cops now, Mike? Chris Noth is reunited with the cast of Law & Order.
Whoever he is, he's in my old precinct.
Exiled, a Law & Order movie, Sunday on NBC.
Looking for an honest used car dealer? It's Browning Reliable. Do you need a car dealership where financing is available in 20 minutes? Go to Browning Reliable. What used car dealer offers a warranty on their cars? You won't find that anywhere except Browning Reliable Cars and Trucks. Where are the cars and trucks serviced before the sale? Every car is serviced before the sale at Browning's. Don't be confused by all the competition. There's only one place to buy a used car or truck, and we want your business.
Let us help you buy a great car, truck, or van and reestablish your credit at the same time.
If you are in the New York area and would like to be part of our studio audience, please call 212-989-8101. Please be sure to include your phone number.
We're here with Mr. John Daly, host of Real TV. And John, you brought us a tape about a police officer who pulled over a lady, a driver, who got a little upset.
Yeah, and they pulled her over for good reason, but boy, she gives the cops a tough time.
Is this something that you don't want to do? Take a look at this.
A trooper has stopped a woman for speeding.
Please, look, spare me this time. I promise I will never speed on
But when she realizes her sweet talking isn't going to work, all hell breaks loose.
Just take me in, okay? I'm tired of these damn speeding tickets. I'm a single mother. Do you understand?
Ma'am, calm down. You're scaring your daughter.
Well, that's okay because you're scaring her.
The poor trooper tries to keep his cool as the woman starts to get out of the car.
Ma'am, stay in the car.
Take me in.
Come on back here with me.
Take me in. Take me in.
Shut your door. Come on back here.
You can just imagine what the little girl is going through.
Stay in the car. Stay in the car. I'm not going to take her to jail. Stay in the car. Hey,
there are robbers
get in the
and
car.
killers and drug dealers everywhere.
After about 10 minutes of abuse, the officer has just about taken enough. He threatens to arrest the woman.
I hate y'all.
Turn around. I'm going to. Come here. I've had enough.
He's arresting me.
Turn around.
Oh, no.
I'm only going to give you a speeding ticket. Okay, you sign it, be on your way. No, nothing else, okay? You just need to calm down.
A few minutes later, the woman starts to calm down. The officer finally gives her the citation, and she's off.
Wow. That's what you don't want to do if an officer stops you.
You know, he won an award for his professionalism by being calm.
And he deserves an award. But if I was a police chief, I would have said, oh, come on, you should have brought her in. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Now, John, you also brought us this tape of a robbery in action. What's this about?
Right, and I got to warn you about this. This is a bit graphic. This is a woman who's a convenience store clerk, and she is robbed and attacked. And again, I got to warn you, it's a little bit graphic.
Maybe what we ought to do, if you have small children in the room right now, you ought to take the children out of the room, send them to the other room, and we'll show you this tape. Take a look at this.
It's 2 a.m. Teresa Harmon, the clerk at Mike's food store, is all alone. Like many all-night clerks, Teresa is virtually defenseless if anything should happen. And something awful is about to happen.
Yeah, it's actually 7. That's all right. How much I give you? 6. That's all right. I'll put the other penny in there. Don't worry about it.
The robber viciously bashes Teresa with a tire iron, then ransacks the cash register. Once he's pocketed the cash, the brutal thief calmly strolls away.
Wow.
I hope she's okay.
She is okay. She actually got up, called 911. She had a pretty good shiner, that's for sure. But she's fine. No damage.
That's great. We'll take a little break. When we come back, we'll see more real events caught on tape. We'll be back right after this.
Does your teen daughter have a bad reputation because of the way she dresses, and you want to give her a surprise makeover? If so, call us at 1-800-MONTEL-2. That's 1-800-MONTEL-2.
For these young women, painful questions went unanswered, and Dad existed only in a faded picture until now.
Do you know Montel?
Reuniting children with a parent of a different race on the next Montel.
No hype or high pressure here. Montgomery Mattress, quality since 1951. We put our customers and quality first. We build it right the first time to last a lifetime. Your next mattress starts here at the quilting machine. From the quilting machine to the cutting table. From the cutting table to the serging machine where the corners and edges are trimmed neat. We don't just say factory direct, we are the factory.
If you're looking for cheap, you can go down the street. But if you're looking for quality at a reasonable price, Montgomery Mattress, and you can sleep on that.
Coming up on New Center 3 Healthy Monday, there's a lot of planning to take care of a new life. Without a doubt, all that time invested in a child is worth it. But there's something dangerous that threatens the children in our lives, and we call it SIDS. Join us all day Monday for special reports. What is SIDS, and how can it be prevented? And where can you find support if that little life you take care of is touched by it? Don't miss an important Healthy Monday, brought to you by United Regional Healthcare System on KFDX News Center 3.
Hello, Texoma. As you're well aware, everyone is advertising special finance. But when you get to the dealership, are you tired of hearing,
bankruptcy, repo, can't help you. No cash, and you owe too much on your trade? Adios.
We were the first in special finance, and we continue to lead the industry. Buying a car should be a yes experience. Here at Parnell, we don't know how to say no. Hey, Ron, could you triple my salary? Then you're fired. Boom. Remember, at Parnell, we don't make the profits others do. We don't have to.
Are you tired hearing me talk about creasing hats? Okay, we style them just for you at the Cowland.
When you need insurance fast, call QuickSurance. We provide insurance for all drivers and all cars, and there's no down payment. For insurance quick, call QuickSurance now.
When you think about planning your financial future, think Waddell & Reed, with offices in Lawton and Wichita Falls. Waddell & Reed, helping people make the most of their financial future.
Promotional consideration provided by and paid for by the following.
To help you stay positive about life, try new Movana, the advanced St. John's wort. Movana is safe, natural, and clinically proven to keep life in perspective.
Soothe away those tired muscles with Conair's Body Benefits Bath Spa. Attaches easily to any bathtub for a luxurious spa experience every time you bathe.
So now, you have another tape of a police officer who pulled over a guy, is that right?
That's right. This is a drunk driving suspect, and I got to admit, obviously the guy is drunk, but this was one of the most creative excuses I have ever heard.
We got to listen to this. Take a listen to this.
Been all over the place back
Colorado patrolman Richard Moscas is stopping a man on suspicion of drunk driving.
It appears you've been drinking tonight, Mr. Connor. Are you willing to submit to some roadside sobriety maneuvers to determine whether it's safe to let you continue driving or not? Yes.
Now, before he puts him through the standard test, he asks a standard question.
All right, do you have any physical defects? No.
Okay, the suspect says his body's in working order, but is it? Just listen to what he says when he's asked to walk a straight line.
Yeah, but I got a bad leg. Well, earlier you said you didn't have any physical defects.
Well... Next, the trooper wants to know why he can't seem to stand up straight.
I got a bad hip. I should have went to the doctor before you was born, but that don't make a difference.
Now it's time to check his vision.
No. Any eye problems at all? Yes. What kind of problems? I can't see as well as I could when I was a kid.
It seems the man has some other difficulties as well, like with the alphabet.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, M, L.
And with counting backwards.
29, 28, 27, 26, 27.
With that, the man is arrested, and now he can give his excuses to a judge.
If you think about it, tapes like that save taxpayers a lot of money, because once that goes to court, no defense lawyer is going to try to defend that guy.
Absolutely not. How could you just show, say convicted by looking at the tape? That's it. Well, tell us about this boat christening.
This happened in Newport News, Virginia, and as typical, you always bring out the bottle of champagne. This woman, she's the wife of a former senator down there, she never played baseball.
Gotcha. Take a look at this.
I christen thee, United States ship Newport News.
She's been warming up in the on-deck circle and is ready to take her first swing. Strike one. Strike two. Strike three. You're out. You're out again. All right, we'll give you one more chance.
She had a good sense of humor.
She had a good sense of humor. Let me take another break. We'll be back right after this.
This Saturday night will be very special as KFDX TV3 and KLUR FM present the Statler Brothers. The Statler Brothers with special guest Tara Lynn. Tickets are on sale now. And the class of 57 has dreamed. Don't miss the Statler Brothers this Saturday night at Memorial Auditorium.
Wichita Furniture is celebrating 21 years of bringing the best in home furnishing values to Lawton and Wichita Falls. And every year we offer more of the latest styles and trends in the furniture industry and a large selection of new and reconditioned appliances backed by a 12-month guarantee. And more than ever, we just make it easy to buy. No credit, bad credit, divorce, bankruptcy, our magic credit is the answer to your credit problems. Celebrate with us at Wichita Furniture, Lawton and Wichita Falls.
News Center 3 Midday Edition is doing it up green with Joe Brown every Friday. Don't miss helpful tips that you can use in your garden. Are you planting the right trees in your yard? Which insecticides and herbicides work the best? Joe Brown brings you expert advice for your growing needs. See how proper planting techniques and different fertilizers can help you with your landscaping. Brought to you on KFDX by Shade Tree Nursery. Doing it up green with Joe Brown every Friday during News Center 3 Midday Edition.
Hey, Mr. Internet Wonder Boy. What? Over here. Over here.
You think you got it all, don't you? Well, but there's this tiny little voice inside saying there's got to be something new, something that makes you want to stand up and say, yeah, baby, this is what I need. Yeah. Here it is. New Pepsi One. Massive cola taste, only 1 calorie. It's got it all. And you know what it's saying to you, don't you? No. Put down your mouse and curl up with me, baby, because I'm all you ever need. I want that. You want that. I want that. He wants that. Now you got it all, baby.
New Pepsi One. Growing up biracial without a father.
He's black, and I've never met him.
For these young women, painful questions went unanswered, and Dad existed only in a faded picture.
That's who I've always known as my father.
Until now, reuniting children with a parent of a different race on the next Montel.
Well, we're out of time, so I want to thank Mr. John Daly and Real TV for providing us with all the great tape. We have one more piece of tape before we go out on a break, and this is a giraffe eating. What is this?
He gets to eat with some kids, and it's at an amusement park in Hawaii, and it's quite interesting.
Let's take a look at this and join us on the next Montel Williams Show.
Fellow gets a special treat. Imagine being able to come home and tell your friends you had lunch with a giraffe, and you were the dining room table.
After the show, Frank Carrione took some of our staffers for a ride in his amphicar. They went to Sparkle Lake in Yorktown, New York. Thank you to the police and town officials for their cooperation.
Football star Barry Sanders talks about growing up with Sutherlands.
You know, when I was growing up, there were 2 rules in my house. Rule number 1, never disobey Dad. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1.
Well, Barry, after 23 years of shopping at Sutherland, I'm gonna have one more rule, and that's always shop at Sutherland. Because they're good people, guys like Daryl, Steve, JD, and Gary. Right, Daryl? Willie, you're the boss.
That's for sure. That's right.
We all have experienced tough times. Fortunately, there is an organization here in Wichita Falls that can help make the going a little easier. Interfaith Ministries can help you provide food for your family, keep your utilities on, or secure affordable housing. You won't be applying for governmental assistance because Interfaith Ministries is not a government agency. They can help because local churches, businesses, and individuals recognized a need and volunteered to fill it. If you are in need of assistance or would like to help, call Interfaith Ministries at 322-1365.
KFDX News Center 3. Red Carpet Travel and Delta Airlines want your family home for the holidays. Great prices. Home for the holidays.
Congratulations to Jim Johnston of Wichita Falls. You have just won a $150 gift certificate from Wagoner Carpet One. Call KFDX the next business day to claim your prize. And don't forget all entries qualify for the grand prize of 4 round-trip tickets to anywhere in the continental U.S.
Home for the holidays. Brought to you by Red Carpet Travel. It's Home for the Holidays. Only on KFDX News Center 3.
Warehouse Carpet saves you money. Warehouse Carpet, you're going to love us.
Coming up, our buddy Queen Latifah tells Rosie everything.
Why am I telling you all this?
Plus,
The best writers in America.
kids jokes.
What's your favorite show?
Rosie and Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And don't tell Rosie you can beat her at bubble blowing.
You're doomed.
Faith Ford has a tough challenge.
Oh, you added the bazooka.
Would you like to borrow my gum?
Right now.
Hi, I'm Karen Kuklinski from Eagan, Minnesota, and this is the Rosie O'Donnell Show. On today's show, Queen Latifah, kid joke tellers, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, and Faith Ford. Hit it, John!
Watch out, here comes Rosie. Now it's time for the show. She's here and there and everywhere. With the folks who want to know.
Hey, lady, I got your pie, eh?
We got kids and stuff to do. Great big fire, and maybe you.
Look out, dude, what now?
Put on your brakes, sit down, get cozy, and hang out with Rosie. Rolling on your mic and stuff. Let's go, it's the Rosie O'Donnell Show. Yeah, Rosie!
These people are crazy! I think ever since I've had longer hair, people have been yelling a lot much more, you know? I don't think a lot much more is the right way. You know what I meant, didn't you? All right. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Rosie.
How are you?
I'm good.
You did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Eagan, Minnesota.
And what do you do for a living, Kath?
Well, I'm a homemaker and a computer programmer, part-time.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have any children?
I have Julie. She's 3.
Oh, 3.
A great age.
Excuse me?
A great age.
A grade A?
Age.
Oh, a great age. I thought you said a great egg, and then you said I graded. I'm like, what did she do to her daughter? Off the bottle, I take it.
Yeah, she got off the bottle not long ago, though, so
Oh, really?
don't worry.
See, that's good
Just
to know.
around 3, it was hard.
3 years old?
Yeah.
Did you feel guilty at the playground? Yeah.
But you made me feel better.
Good, because other people made me feel guilty, too, at the playground.
It's hard.
Because he's still in the bottle. What is he, 3? I'm like, he's 1, he's big.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally lied
Well,
about
it's only at night.
Yeah. Are you on America Online, too?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, what's your name on there?
KHK22.
Have you ever been in our little chat room?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I'll look for you from now on.
That'd be great.
Thanks for being here. You did a great job.
Thanks.
Say hi to John McDee, the McDee Outfitting.
You got some fancy footwork going on
I was
today.
doing a little dance.
You were.
Did you enjoy it?
I did like it.
How
it was
are you,
fun.
sweet feet?
Excellent.
Yeah?
Really good.
Everything good?
Like, everything's great. I saw a great play, got to tell you, called Sideman. You know, Christian Slater's in it. He was here talking about it. I went to see it. It's so fun, so great.
Yeah,
About musicians.
I hear it's wonderful.
Really terrific. On Broadway.
I have to go see. Who else is in that?
Well, Wendy McKenna's in it. She's terrific.
She was in
from
Sister Act.
Sister Act,
Yes.
yeah. And the cast is absolutely out of this world. It's
I
great.
can't wait.
You'll love it.
Haven't been to a show in a while.
Yeah.
I'm getting the itch.
Okay.
I need
well,
my fix.
This is a good one.
That'll be the one to do.
Okay.
You're looking
Yeah.
adorable today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice of you to say.
Bright and yellow and everything.
Very yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what just happened in my little dressing room? Okay, there's this pocketbook designer lady named Judith Liebner. Is this how you say it? Of course, Lieber, all right? I know nothing about pocketbooks or pocketbook designers, and frankly, I don't own one. So Judith Lieber, and thank you, Judith, sent me a pocketbook, a pink pocketbook. Now, apparently, they're very expensive, the Judith Lieber pink pocketbooks. I don't know anything about this. Again, I say, Mary, my assistant, lovely woman, worked with me for years, enjoy her very much, opens the gift, doesn't show it to me. I'm in hair and makeup. She walks past me and hands it to Donna, the dresser from hell, you know, the one who takes all my clothes in, makes me think that I'm heavier than she takes everything in. All right, she doesn't, I'm gaining weight, but so what? Hands it to Donna. Donna starts screaming, oh, Judith Lieber, oh my God. I'm like, oh, Donna, that's so nice. You got a Judith Lieber bag. Where'd you get that? And Mary goes, oh, it was for you. I just gave it to Donna. She didn't even ask me. She said, I didn't think you'd want a pink purse. So now she gave it to Donna. And what could I possibly say? I want it back? Remember when you were a little kid, you'd say, no backs touch blacks, touch blue, it's true. Do you remember that? That's what Donna started doing. No back touch black, touch blue, it's true. I was like, I didn't even give it to you. Then she's like, you know, you can't do double back. You know, you. So I'm out of Judith Lieber back now.
But you have to admit,
and
it's
I could
not.
have become pocketbooky.
All
Sorry,
right.
what, John?
No, I said you have to admit it's not really your thing. A pink pocketbook, right?
Again, you're on Mary's side. What
I'm
does
just
that
saying.
mean?
I'm just saying. You know, it's not exactly what you would use. It's
Well, John,
I'm sure
if
it's
somebody
beautiful.
sent me,
Okay.
somebody sent you, let's say,
All right.
a World Series autographed Yankees jacket, I would
cool.
think to myself, that's not really John's thing.
Well, if it
And
was
what
basketball,
if I handed it to Ray, and I said, oh, Ray, here's a World Series jacket for you.
I would feel. You're right. I would feel bad.
Okay, so finally you understand my
Well,
point.
I see it now.
Taking Mary's side, well, you don't really enjoy pocketbooks. That's not the point.
Okay.
The point is it's mine, and if I wanted to give it
That's
to Donna, I
true.
could have. And I'm
All
out of
right.
Judith Lieber bag, and before 20 minutes ago, I didn't even know who she was. But that's not the point.
Now.
Everyone's fired. You, Mary, and Donna.
All gone.
You're out.
All gone. All bye-bye.
All of you.
That's hilarious.
I'm over it. It's okay.
Okay,
But
all right.
Judith, it was a very nice bag, and thank you for sending it to me. And from the 2 seconds I actually held it, I found it enjoyable.
Very good.
Tomorrow I should come out with it and show you what it is.
Like to see it.
I should. Okay, I just finished this book, and Fannie Flagg is booked on our show, and I
Yeah.
just want everyone to go out and buy it and read it because I loved it so much. It's called Welcome to the World, Baby Girl, and Fannie Flagg, who wrote Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe, she has written this new novel, and I have to say, it makes you laugh and makes you cry, and I read it on a plane.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Fannie Flagg, great place to read her. Not a plane, though.
Yeah.
Because you forget, like I'm reading this book and I'm hysterical laughing so that people were sleeping. They're like, can you shut her up? I'm like, I'm sorry about the Ripper. She called the Riddler about the tattoo. And the Ripper had a tattoo. Feel like she, you know, they thought it was on crack. And it's just such a great book. When's she going to be on the show, Ronnie? Sometime in December? I don't remember, but she's coming on the show. And Fannie Flagg, wherever you are from Candid Camera, I love you. Met you at the premiere of your movie. You weren't nice to me. Whatever. I know you're busy. You were stressed. I want you to come on my show, Fannie, because I have a Judith Lieber bag I want to give you.
Oh, there
no,
we go.
No, I don't. Donna has one. It's very nice,
Right.
too.
I've heard.
Okay, the Warner Brothers store. Warner Brothers Pictures celebrating the re-release of The Wizard of Oz in the
right.
big screen. It's a great movie to go see at the big screen.
Absolutely.
It really is.
Yeah.
Take your kids and go sit and enjoy it again. And in celebration of that, Wizard of Oz special edition Monopoly game. The whole audience is getting that. And the those lovely Wizard of Oz beanie dolls. See those?
Oh, boy.
And 200 of each of these items going to Toys for Tots as well. Thank you, the Warner Brothers store. That was very kind of you. And on November 6th, you can go check out, which is today, is it not? November 6th? Of course it is. Today is November 6th, all day. November 6th, the day I got the Judith Lieber bag. It's open in theaters across the country, so go see it. Have you people realized the show isn't live?
What?
It's not.
No.
Today is not November 6th. Newsflash! Today's election day, and I just have to say, I'm so happy that it's election day because I am so sick of the Chuck Schumer is an idiot. Oh, D'Amato's an idiot. No, it's an idiot. You're an idiot. I'm an idiot. You're a jerk. He's a jerk. You can't even watch TV. It's every commercial. It's horrible.
It's frustrating.
I don't know why people aren't more supportive of each other. People should be kinder to each other. They should be supportive, like, you know, even afternoon talk shows.
Yeah.
Other hosts are supportive of each other,
Sure.
you know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
They take care of each other. They show up on other people's shows.
Right.
Even if it sweeps. They don't care about themselves.
That's right.
They just care about the camaraderie. There's no inbreeding. There's no fighting.
No.
There's
No.
no. Wonder who our sweeper is today. How are you, Mar?
How are you, Rosie? I wouldn't sweep for Connie, but I'll sweep for you, sweetie.
Oh, Maury. How are you?
Good.
How funny was that lady who called you Murray? Did you
I know that. I heard all about it. She keeps calling me Murray.
And the whole show?
Murray. What am I going to do?
You say, hold it. It's Maury. You know what I mean?
I forgot, but she was so good, I just wanted her to continue.
Yeah, I just kept thinking, what if somebody came on my show and said, hi, Ruthie? Do you know what I mean?
They've never done
They've never done that. Do you think they will?
No.
No.
Not with the guest list you got.
Exactly.
You think Queen Latifah's going to call you Ruthie?
You never know.
Because she's on the show today, and we'll find out.
Murray Povich!
Along with
who else?
Kid Joe Teller,
Yes.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas,
Yes.
and Faith Ford.
Exactly.
On Rosie.
Murray! We'll be right back. How are you? Next up, the multi-talented Queen Latifah. On Monday show, Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, mama, Prego, Prego is the best. Oh, mama, Prego, Prego won the test. Oh, mama, Prego, Prego had success. Prego, 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 Prego tastes the best.
Would your family prefer Prego? In taste tests, most people preferred Prego traditional to these others. Your family will too. It's so thick, so rich.
Prego tastes the best.
Wouldn't your family prefer Prego? Now in 5 exciting new flavors, including Italian sausage and garlic.
You have smooth, beautiful skin, waiting to be revealed. Jergens Skin Smoothing Lotion with beta-hydroxy to gently exfoliate and smooth your skin. Jergens, it nourishes your skin.
Do you know Uno? There are more ways to play Uno than you know. In Cleveland, they play Zero Uno.
Zero! Switch hands. Ooh, look at this.
How do you play Uno?
I could feed this thing quarters all day, but I still can't get my car to smell clean. Well, now you can get bad smells out of fabrics for good. Febreze found it in the laundry aisle, and I gotta tell you, it really works.
Unlike this stuff, Febreze actually cleans smells from fabrics.
Right, it gets smells out without covering them up. All you do is spray. Then Febreze goes and finds the smells in fabrics and gently cleans them away. By the time it's dry, smell's gone. Easy, huh? Good thing. I practically live in here. Febreze cleans bad smells out of fabrics for good.
Live to shop, love to save. Use your Sears card Thursday through Saturday, and you'll save 10% off everything you buy, even sale prices. You gotta love that.
The one card for the many sides of Sears.
Now, a new idea for Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. Just cut the rolls, bake, and ice. Suddenly, you've got hot, fresh cinnamon pull-apart loaves. It's a new way to look at cinnamon rolls.
This November, are you ready to have some fun? How about having a few friends over? Will Smith, Cher, Scott Wolf, Drew Barrymore,
Moore and Robin Williams. We'll book the band. Whitney Houston, Jewel, Hanson, R.E.M., and Celine Dion. You want to bring the kids? No problem. Rosie's on Sesame Street. Let's go! You're already invited. You bring the TV. This November, Rosie's got the fun.
This is the Judith Lieber bag that was almost mine. Here's what it comes in. Look, it comes in this. Comes in this little thing, so you know it's expensive. And also, it comes with a little registry card that says what number it is. Donna got number 9924. It was mine. It's now Donna's. I'm just going to leave it here for the rest of the show so that I can get to enjoy it somewhat before Donna takes it home and goes off to her many satin-required pocketbook events, I suppose. I mean, I don't have any to go to, but Donna, my dresser, needs the $4,000 bag. Whatever. Our first guest does it all, from music to TV to film. She's proven that when it comes to versatility, she rules. She's winning rave reviews for her role in the new movie Living Out Loud, which I loved. Please welcome back to my show my buddy, Queen Latifah! Listen, all right, how many times?
You got producers, right?
Yeah.
Beat them up.
No, you've been on the show for many, many times.
Not you, because she cool.
All right, listen, I said, I want to hear you sing. And then you do this movie, Living Out Loud, which you're great in, and you really sing in this movie. And I thought, Latifah's going to be here. She's going to sing. Listen to what she sings in there. Listen, is this? Here we are. Going out of my head. Wait. Going out, I'll forget you. I will. You sounded so amazing in the movie. And that's yours. And I wanted you to sing, and you can't sing today.
Because nobody told me until like 2 days before that you really wanted me to sing. I didn't know if I would have, you gotta, it's different when you sing in jazz. You become a songstress. It ain't like, just rapping. You gotta do it right. If I'm gonna do it, I wanna do it right.
Will you come back sometime and sing one of the songs?
I will come back and perform a song. Any song you want me to do.
Okay.
I'm not,
any of the songs
I'm no chicken.
Any of the songs you did in that movie.
I'm a perfectionist, no.
Because the CD is out. I have the CD, and I'm telling you, you sound so amazing on this. You really do, and I was so happy. This is a great movie.
It's weird. My family members have. It's funny because always whenever we have a premiere in New York, it's like I'm from Jersey, so like all my family comes. Hey Jersey, So like all my family comes, and this movie was like a movie they could really enjoy as adults, and then the soundtrack is what really. I mean, they're still coming up to me, like Dana. That soundtrack is really, really something else, man. I play it for my friends, and they're just, Dana.
Yeah.
I'm like, it makes me feel good,
Little nerve-wracking, Holly Hunter? A little nerve-wracking? Academy Award winner? Come on, were you scared a little bit?
What did she do to people that everybody's asking me? Holly, what you do to people?
Well, she's like one of the best actresses.
No, you know what? It
around.
Was, no, it wasn't nerve-wracking, but it kind of put me on point. I just had to be on point at all times as a young, up-and-coming actor, moving from another, profession, basically being music, into acting. It's like you really just got to be with it and on it and committed to it. And it was cool because, she's great.
Yeah.
And then Danny is like a sweetie pie. So there's no pressure when you're around Danny, but when you're with Holly Hunter, it's like, Holly Hunter, didn't she win the Academy Award?
Yes, she did.
Well, you got to do a scene together?
Yeah.
Okay, well, as long as I hold my own, I'm cool.
And boy, did you ever, Dana. You should be very proud of yourself. This is such a fun movie, and you play a friend of hers that she meets in a bar. You're a singer.
Yeah.
And this is one night when you guys, we have a clip, you guys are deciding to go out.
Yeah, because she's going through stress, and we both stressing, so we got to get out and have some fun, which is what you need to do when you're stressing.
Okay.
Go party.
And this is a clip of them deciding to go out and have fun. Take a look. Dana and Living Out Loud.
This place that I'm thinking about is after hours, so it might be best if you just don't go home.
I suppose. It's not like I have an actual life.
Well, this girlfriend of mine took me to this place called The Confessional. Absolutely fabulous. I mean, it is a scene, honey. That dance floor gets pretty wild. You may not want to try it on your first time.
Really?
But I mean, it's just fun to watch. Come back here around 2. We're gonna go. We're going. Okay.
You don't realize how good it is.
Maybe I
really
don't.
Back with Queen Latifah. Now, when you were singing, did you have somebody in mind? Were you Sarah Vaughan? Who did you have in mind?
Yeah, well, you know, one of the songs that I did is called Lush Life, and the version that I liked was by Sarah Vaughan,
right?
Who I'm a big fan of anyway. Plus, she's from Newark, Jersey again.
There you go.
You know, so
right.
so there were times when I went in the studio to record it, I was kind of saying to myself, okay, Sarah, I know I'm treading on your territory. Just bless me. Just give me a little help and let me pull it off with respect in the way it's supposed to be done. And it's a beautiful song. It's a really, really beautiful song. And, you know, jazz is something, I like the standards. See, my father used to play jazz in the house all the time when I was little. But it was like that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like 3 years old. I can't understand that. It was like too mature for me. But the standards I could pick up on because they were basic and kind of simple and just easy melodies to pick up on. So it was cool. I picked like standards. Ruth Brown, Be Anything But Be Mine. Lush Life, Sarah Vaughan. And people are coming up to me saying that that's really a hard song to sing.
Yeah.
And I really didn't realize that, and I'm glad I didn't know that before I chose it.
Yeah. Did they let you pick which ones you wanted to do in the club?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they did. That's great.
Myself and Richard LaGravenese, who was the director, and Anita Camerata, we kind of like went through a bunch of music. And I'd actually suggested Sarah Vaughan, but another song, something shoodly-bop, 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 shoodly, you know, a scatting kind of song.
Right.
And he played Lush Life for me, and I was like, yo, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. But I didn't know he was going to shoot it like he did. First scene in the movie is incredible, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm giving props to the director for choosing this kind of shot, but it's so incredible that I'm sitting there like, oh my God, that's me. It's in my breasts are all over the place. So I figured I'd bring them with me. You know, I figured I'd just bring them today so you can get used to what you're seeing.
That's right. If you got them, let them show up, honey. Well, you are so great in it. It's now playing all over the place, and the CD is available. And I'm telling you, you knocked me out. It's a wonderful
we got
movie.
Some of the breast people out there. I hear extra.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. That's right.
We're going to go to a break, and we're going to talk about your new talk show, which is going to be so amazing. I did one of the episodes, and I had nothing but fun.
Hooray,
Back
Rosie.
with Queen Latifah after this break. Still ahead, the delightful Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Wait till you taste what we've just whipped up at Long John Silver's. It's the new 99-cent Monterey Ranch sandwich. We start with our crunchy, batter-dipped flaky whitefish or tender, juicy chicken. Then top it off with savory Monterey Jack cheese and creamy ranch sauce. A zesty new taste, all for just 99 cents. The new 99-cent Monterey Ranch sandwich. It's irresistible. Long John Silver's. Can't resist that crunchy stuff.
Get ready to taste life for the first time, people.
Watch out now. You want to taste life? Then take a big swig of this new Pepsi One. This one's got it all. The most awesome cola taste that's bigger than the Wild Blue Yonder. But only 1 calorie. You want to taste one? Yeah. You want one? Yeah. You want one? How do you get it? Go! Go! Go!
You got one for me?
Put your tray table up and prepare for takeoff, my man.
New Pepsi One. Midwestern Express Clinic at 1619 Midwestern Parkway announces their extended hours facility for all your minor urgent care. Midwestern Express Clinic is here to treat all your minor injuries, neck and back pain, sprains, colds, flu, fever, headaches, and other minor emergency conditions. Radiology and lab services are available at Midwestern Express Clinic. Call for an appointment or just walk in. Midwestern Express Clinic, Texoma's newest healthcare facility. The doctor is always in.
Tonight at 6 on News Center 3 Evening Edition.
It's the only Olympic-sized pool in the area. Are the hopes of keeping it open finally down the drain? Francis Rivera has the story. After a tough race, Senator Tom Haywood has come forward to share his thoughts. What does he have to say about his personal struggle and his victory? But first at 5, where can you find the magic of Christmas?
These stories and more coming up on KFDX News Center 3.
Latifah, who picked up my doll at the commercial. There it is.
Come true with Rosie.
There she talks. You see that?
It's cute.
Now you got your own talk show. You'll get your own doll.
Yeah.
Any day now.
See, yours says, oh, cutie patootie. Mine's gonna say, word is born. No. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, oh,
One,
yeah.
2, 1. No, I'm just doing.
No, tell everybody about your talk show, because I know you shot the pilot, and it was
We
so
shot
much
the
fun.
pilot. It was fun. We shot 9 different episodes, basically, one of which was you.
Right.
Which was fun, because, you know, she's crazy.
Yeah.
It's certifiable, and so you get us 2 together, and it's 2 crazy people in the room, which is always fun, you know, so that was cool. We did some issue stuff. We did some celebrities.